Adventurer's Guide to the Beasts of the Road, an incomplete account of the creatures one may encounter while travelling the length and breadth of Elyndor, compiled by Marin Holt, wayfarer, former road warden, last surviving member of the Elyndor Travellers' Guild. I did not set out to write this book. The road does not care for intention, only endurance, and when it left me with little more than memory and ink, I wrote what I could before those too were taken. If you seek certainty, close this book. If you seek safety, understand there is none. If you seek survival, read slowly and believe only half of what is written. The other half you must learn yourself. The creatures of Elyndor do not exist apart from the land. They are shaped by it, wounded by it, and in some cases older than it. Scholars like to divide beasts into the mundane and the fantastical. That distinction does not survive contact with the road. In Elyndor, even ordinary animals listen. Wolves are often the first test. Large, lean and silent, they circle camps without sound, watching rather than rushing. A pack will test resolve before testing flesh. There are places they refuse to enter, old clearings where the ground remembers something they do not wish to recall. If a wolf meets your eyes and does not bare its teeth, do not mistake this for mercy. It is deciding. Bears are not wanderers. A bear does not chase unless you have crossed into something that was never yours. When one rises, it does so with the certainty of a boundary being enforced. I have seen bears stand bleeding between travellers and ruined groves, unmoving even as arrows sank deep. Verdant folk say bears remember the first forests, and that when the land forgets itself, bears remain to remind it. Running has never saved anyone from one. Foxes are clever, but in Elyndor cleverness is not always natural. Some foxes watch too long, some lead travellers to treasure. Others lead them away from danger and sometimes to danger. There is no reliable way to tell which is which. If a fox looks back at you and waits, turn away. If it follows you, ignore it. If it speaks, pray it does not use your name. There are creatures who wear the shapes of beasts but are not beasts at all. Lycanthropes are not bound by a single curse. They are fractures, answers the body gives when the soul cannot. Some are born to it, some are given it, some earn it in blood and fear. None are spared the cost. Werewolves are the most common and the most misunderstood. When they change, bone stretches and muscle reforges into towering, feral frames, claws curving like sickles, jaws split wide with fangs meant for tearing. They do not lose themselves entirely, and that is the cruelty of it. Most are made through attack, but not every bite carries the affliction. The curse only takes hold when fear, survival, and surrender align. Many die during their first transformation. Those who live remember every moment. Packs form not from loyalty but necessity. Werebears are something else entirely. Their transformations are slow, grinding affairs, bones reshaping over hours rather than moments. They grow vast and nearly unstoppable. Werebears do not hunt unless provoked, but once roused they do not stop. Settlements, flattened by them, show no signs of struggle, only absence. Wartigers are rare and solitary. They stalk with patience measured in days. If you suspect you are being hunted by one, you are correct. If you realize it, you are already dead. Wereboars announce themselves. Massive, tusked, hide-thick brutes that charge through forest and field alike, resisting steel and reason in equal measure. Survival depends on distance, not bravery. Weresnakes are tall, broad-chested humanoid serpents, their torsos flaring like cobras. They spit venom that paralyzes before constriction begins. Many retain full speech and intellect. They prefer manipulation to violence, which makes them more dangerous than the others. Calm does not mean kind. Weresharks are the most feared of all. They can transform in any body of water, no matter how small. A river, a well, even a rain-swollen ditch will suffice. Most are born, not made, their bloodlines traced to drowned empires and sunken gods. They do not hunt for hunger, they hunt for dominance. When the water goes still and the birds fall silent, leave it behind. Werebats are not natural. They are bestowed by master vampires through deliberate ritual. The transformation grants flight, strength, and endless hunger. Once taken, the gift cannot be refused. Those who serve as werebats do so until destroyed. Not all dangers come with teeth and claws. Some wear familiarity. Glimmers dwell at the forest's edge, small and twisted when at rest, bark-skinned and root-limbed. When they hunt, they stretch and shift, mimicking voices and faces drawn from memory. They call your name the way someone who knows you would. They draw you forward with sweetness and curiosity until the world wraps around you and forgets to let go. They feed on fear and confusion, not flesh. Some release their prey, some do not. They fear the darkness, for where it walks openly, their illusions unravel and leave them naked and small. Rootkin whisperlings are gentler things, bark-skinned and moss-haired, their sap-bright eyes watching quietly from ruins reclaimed by green. They are curious and mournful. When a forest burns, rootkin gather in silence and grieve. Travellers who witness this often feel weighed, judged, not with malice but memory. Rootkin bond easily, and when their bonded companion dies, many wither soon after. I do not believe they were meant to live alone. Veil-bound lantern-worms drift through fog and ruin, their serpentine forms glowing softly from within. They feed on residual magic, not life. They appear where something powerful has ended, battles, rituals, fallen sanctuaries. Some who follow them are led to safety, others are led to truth. The difference is subtle and often fatal. They are not guides, they are echoes. Moonstays resemble great stags formed of moonlight and frost, their antlers branching impossibly, etched with markings older than writing. They do not flee or fight. When threatened, they simply step away, not into hiding, but elsewhere. No moonstar has ever been found dead. Sparken appear as small, luminous women, wreathed in drifting sparks, most often seen at night along roads, cliffs, and forest paths. They guide the lost. Where they guide them is disputed. Some say they lead travellers to death, others believe they escort souls to another realm. Those who return from following a Sparken are changed, quieter, distant, unwilling to speak of where they went. I have never met two who told the same story. I have written what I can remember. Some creatures I have omitted because memory fails me, others because writing their names felt dangerous. If this book saves you, then bless you, fellow walker. If it fails you, forgive me. The road is alive. Walk gently. Marin Holt.